This scene contains a planet game object which has a sprite render component, a planet script, and a child game object called Healthbar, which has a line render component and a Healthbar script. The planet script keeps track of its max and current health, as well as a reference to a Healthbar script. When the game starts, I'll assign the Healthbar variable to be the Healthbar script inside the Healthbar game object that's a child of this game object. We will allow this planet to start the game with full health, so when the game starts, I will also set my health to be its max health, and I'll make sure my health bar reflects this. During every frame, my planet script will check to see if the Z key is starting to get pressed. If it is, then my planet will take 10 damage. The take damage method does this by reducing its current health by the damage amount, and once it calculates its current health's percentage, it tells my health bar script to visually reflect the new health. The health bar script contains a gradient public variable and a line renderer variable that stores a reference to the specific line renderer component that the code will be modifying. The gradient variable allows us to choose up to 8 different colors at different percentages of the health bar, while also letting us morph between the colors smoothly at the inner percentages. For this code to work properly, your line renderer component should have only 2 points at max health, the first at 0, 0, 0, also known as vector 3, 0, and the second one at 1, 0, 0, also known as vector 3, right. By unchecking line renderer's world space, I then positioned and scaled it to my visual needs. Make sure your line renderer's color has no more than 2 color keys and that your material behaves similar to the default line material. I assign my line renderer component at the start of my game, but you could also make the health line variable public and drag in any line renderer from your project. The set health bar method that we are calling from the planet script first makes sure that the line renderer component only has 2 points and that the first one is at vector 3.0. Then it gets the starting percentage of the health bar by getting the X value in our line renderer's second point. Once that is done, I clamp the target percentage between 0 and 1. What this means is that any values below 0 will now be 0, and any values above 1 will now be 1. This is to make sure the values don't go out of the intended working range. And finally, it runs our animate health bar coroutine. The animate health bar coroutine takes in the initial percentage, the target percentage, and the time we want it to take to go from point A to point B. First, we store a timer value which we start at 0. Then we go into a loop. This loop will keep running as long as the timer value is smaller than the animation time. Inside our loop, first we increase our timer by our delta time. This value is the time that passed between the last frame and the current one. Next, we calculate the current time percentage in relation to the total time, lowest percentage being 0 and highest 1. Next, we calculate the current percentage of the health bar by lerping between our starting percentage and target percentage at the current time percentage. Once we know our current health bar percentage, we assign it to the second point in our line renderer in the X value. And finally, we assign our color to the line. We do this by using gradient's evaluate method, which returns the color value at the given time, which is what gradient calls its x-axis. Outside the while loop, I assign the line's position and color to reflect that of the target position. Since if I don't, it would keep the last value before reaching the target otherwise, due to the nature of our while loop rules. Once our health bar reaches 0, we could say goodbye to our planet. Don't you know, baby, I'm about to die, I'm about to die. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't you know, baby, I'm about to die, I'm about to die. Like and subscribe.